Have you ever wondered where paper comes from? It's something we use every day, often without a second thought. But behind every sheet of paper lies a remarkable story that spans from the heart of a forest to the tips of our fingers. It's a simple question, but the answer reveals a fascinating journey from forest to fingertips. The process begins in vast, lush forests where trees stand tall and proud, waiting to start their transformation. Paper begins its life as a tree, carefully grown and harvested in managed forests. These forests are not just any forests, they are meticulously planned and maintained to ensure that the ecosystem remains balanced and that the supply of trees is sustainable. These forests are carefully managed to ensure a sustainable supply of trees for generations to come. Forest management teams work tirelessly, inspecting and nurturing the trees, ensuring that each one is healthy and ready for its eventual journey. From the forest, these trees embark on an incredible transformation, passing through numerous stages to become the paper we use every day. The journey from a towering tree to a sheet of paper is both complex and fascinating. This essay will guide you through each step of this intricate process, from the felling of trees to the final quality checks before the paper reaches your desk. The trees are first cut down and transported to a paper mill where they undergo a series of processes to transform into paper. Get ready to discover the wonders of papermaking, an ancient craft that continues to evolve with modern technology. From the initial cutting and pulping to the final stages of drying and cutting, each step is crucial in creating the high-quality paper we rely on. Join us as we explore this incredible journey, appreciating the blend of nature and technology that brings paper to life. The journey begins in managed forests where trees are specifically grown for paper production. These forests are not simply cleared indiscriminately. Instead, they are carefully managed to ensure a continuous cycle of planting and harvesting. Sustainability is key. For every tree harvested, new seedlings are planted, ensuring that the forest continues to thrive. This responsible approach to forestry balances the demand for paper with the need to protect our planet. The harvested trees are then transported to paper mills, where the real transformation begins. At the mill, the logs undergo their first transformation. The bark, which is not used in papermaking, is stripped away in a process called debarking. This process is essential as bark contains substances that can negatively affect the quality of the paper. The debarked logs are then fed into massive machines called chippers. These powerful machines essentially shave the wood into small chips. Imagine a giant pencil sharpener, but instead of a pencil, it's processing huge logs. These wood chips are the raw material for the next stage, pulping. Pulping is the heart of papermaking. It's where the wood chips are broken down into a fibrous slurry called pulp. There are two main methods of pulping, mechanical and chemical. Mechanical pulping grinds the wood chips against rotating stones, separating the fibers. This method is energy intensive but preserves the wood's natural lignin, which gives paper its brownish color, like that of grocery bags. Chemical pulping, on the other hand, uses chemicals to dissolve the lignin, leaving behind cellulose fibers. This process produces a brighter pulp, suitable for printing and writing paper. Section 5. Getting ready for paper washing, bleaching, and mixing. This is a crucial stage in the papermaking process, where the raw pulp is meticulously prepared to ensure the highest quality of the final product. The pulp, whether derived from mechanical or chemical processes, still contains various impurities. These impurities can include residual lignin, which is a complex organic polymer found in the cell walls of plants, as well as other chemicals and dirt particles that may have been introduced during the initial stages of pulp production. To address these impurities, the pulp undergoes a thorough washing process. This involves multiple stages of washing and filtering, where the pulp is repeatedly cleaned to remove any remaining lignin, chemicals, or dirt particles. Industrial washers and advanced machinery play a vital role in ensuring that the pulp is as clean as possible. The result of this meticulous washing process is a cleaner and brighter pulp. This step is essential because the cleanliness of the pulp directly impacts the quality of the final paper product. For even brighter paper, such as that used for printing high-quality books, magazines, and other premium products, the pulp undergoes a bleaching process. Bleaching is a chemical treatment that further enhances the brightness and whiteness of the pulp. This process effectively removes any remaining color from the wood fibers, resulting in a brilliant white pulp. The degree of bleaching can be adjusted depending on the desired brightness and quality of the final paper product. Finally, the cleaned and bleached pulp is mixed with water and other additives. This mixing process is crucial for achieving the desired properties of the paper. These additives can include fillers, such as clay, which enhance the smoothness and opacity of the paper. Fillers help to create a more uniform surface, making the paper ideal for printing and writing. Additionally, sizing agents like starch are added to control ink absorption. Sizing agents play a critical role in ensuring that the ink does not spread or bleed on the paper, resulting in crisp and clear printed text and images. This careful balance of additives ensures that the final paper product meets the specific requirements for its intended use, whether it be for books, magazines, or other high-quality printed materials. Section 6. The birth of paper sheet formation on the wire mesh. The pulp, now a carefully prepared mixture, is ready to be transformed into paper. This happens on a continuously moving wire mesh. The pulp is spread evenly across the mesh, and gravity begins to draw water out, leaving a thin layer of interwoven fibers. As the water drains, the fibers begin to bond together, forming a delicate web. This web is still wet and fragile, but it's the first semblance of paper. To accelerate the water removal, the sheet passes over suction boxes, further solidifying the fiber mat. Section 7. From pulp to paper: pressing, drying, and finishing. This is a crucial stage in the papermaking process where the transformation from a wet, pulpy mass to a dry, usable sheet of paper takes place. The wet sheet of paper then moves on to the pressing section where it is sandwiched between massive rollers. These rollers are designed to apply immense pressure, squeezing out as much water as possible from the paper. These rollers squeeze out more water, making the paper thinner and stronger. The pressure not only removes water but also helps to bond the fibers more tightly together, enhancing the paper's strength and durability. Next, the paper, still damp, glides over a series of heated rollers in the drying section. These rollers are heated to precise temperatures to ensure even drying without damaging the paper. The heat evaporates the remaining moisture, leaving behind a dry and stable sheet of paper. This drying process is critical because any remaining moisture can affect the paper's quality and usability. The paper is now ready for finishing touches. This is where the paper gets its final characteristics and properties, tailored to its intended use. It may be calendared, a process that smooths the surface by passing it through more rollers. Calendering not only smooths the paper but also gives it a uniform thickness and enhances its surface properties. It can also be coated with special materials for specific properties, like glossiness or water resistance. Coating can add a glossy finish for high-quality printing, or a water-resistant layer for packaging materials. Quality control checks are performed at this stage to ensure the paper meets the required standards. Any imperfections are identified and corrected to maintain the highest quality. Finally, the finished paper is stacked and prepared for packaging. It is now ready to be shipped to various industries where it will be used for printing, writing, packaging, and countless other applications. The journey from pulp to paper is complete, and the paper is ready to embark on its next journey, serving a multitude of purposes in our daily lives. Section 8. Quality assurance. Meeting the highest standards. Before the paper is ready for packaging and shipping, it undergoes rigorous quality control checks. These checks ensure that the paper meets the required thickness, brightness, strength, and other specifications. Specialized instruments measure various properties, and any imperfections are meticulously documented. Only when the paper meets the highest standards of quality is it deemed ready to be wound into giant reels or cut into sheets depending on its intended use.